I'm going to be telling you how to stop those bad jokes and or puns. There is no way to stop a dedicated joker or punster. You can't do it. It's impossible. But I can tell you how to make puns a little more bearable, or maybe punish the pun. The easiest way is making your own puns. Try it. Helps some people. Sometimes they enjoy puns when they say it instead of other people. And you get these great benefits if you make puns. The first benefit is more people in the world who like puns. It'd be beautiful. Puns on the bus, puns in the street, puns being said everywhere, and less people face-palming when I make a pun. The second benefit is, of course, if you still don't like puns, you know how they work. So you can stop a pun in its tracks. Just follow my train of thought here. So, you have a friend, and they make puns a lot. They're horrible, you don't like them. You can make bad puns until they see your point of view. Unless, of course, they're impoverished, and then they make puns for a living or something. Can't do anything about that. And finally, the last benefit. Drum roll, please. Okay. False alarm. There is no final benefit for making your puns. That's about it. That's all I got. Needless to say, puns aren't a lot of history, too. Puns are pretty interesting history. Here's some of the cool places that they have been found, in my opinion. They were found in ancient Egypt, where they were used heavily in dream interpretation and development of mythology. Puns were also found in Iraq, circa 2500 BC, where it was used in cuneiform. In China, Shen Tao used shi, meaning power, and shi, meaning position, to say that the king has power because of his position. That is one of the coolest ways to use a pun ever, so that goes in my book of coolest puns ever. Well, I'll let you relish those facts while I mustered the strength to go on with this speech. Well, you better catch up, because I'm moving on to puns throughout history, part 2. Puns have also been found in a lot of literature, from Shakespeare to the Bible. My personal favorite pun in the Bible is found in the 16th chapter of Matthew, where Jesus says, "I also say to you that you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overpower it." While there's no pun in English, in Aramaic, which is what Jesus would have been speaking in, Peter and rock are the same word. So, it's pretty cool in my opinion. The Bible isn't the only book to have puns in it. William Shakespeare had over 3,000 puns in his plays. That's a huge number of puns for one person to think of. That's cool. And they didn't have the internet to go Google these things like the majority of people do now. One of my favorite puns comes from Romeo and Juliet, where a fatally stabbed Mercutio, who stops joking to say, "Tomorrow you shall find me a grave man." Mercutio isn't the only one with puns to lighten the mood about death. I'm gonna make whoever gets my gravestone engrave this on it: "I finished the human race before you." It's gonna lighten whoever comes to visit my grave, and it's gonna be awesome. And also, if I have to ever get a gravestone for someone that I know or loved or something like that, I'm going to say to whoever's helping me with that or something like that, "This is quite the grave matter." That one will probably result in me getting punched, though. So I'm not really sure if that's a smart idea or not, but because I got punched, I'm pretty sure that's a successful punchline. Well, those are some of the puns that I made, but I hope that you will now make your own puns and be inspired to do puns, or at least laugh at puns, and not pretend that you hate puns like a lot of people do. Well, I know my puns stunk, but I hope they didn't stink that bad, because I'm pretty sure they were just pungent. Thank you for your time.